Welcome to the Malecon, Puerto Vallarta's famous pedestrian seaside promenade. With the Pacific Ocean on one side and the city on the other, the Malecon is much more than a beautiful place for a walk. Did you know that one of Puerto Vallarta's most interesting attractions is completely free, and it stretches right along the waterfront? Puerto Vallarta's official tourism site describes it as an open-air art gallery, with sculptures by celebrated Mexican and international artists displayed along the waterfront. And if you're visiting Puerto Vallarta on a cruise, exploring them is an easy way to experience some of the city's art and culture without booking an excursion. So, let's take a walk and discover some of the Malecon's most famous sculptures. Nostalgia by José Ramis Barqué depicts a man and woman sitting side by side on a bench, quietly looking toward the ocean. The sculpture was inspired by the artist's own love story. After being separated from his childhood sweetheart for many years, the two eventually reunited and married. That personal story has helped make Nostalgia one of the Malecon's most beloved sculptures. One of the most unusual sculptures you'll encounter is the Subtle Stone Eater, or El Sutil Come Piedras, created by Mexican artist Jonas Gutierrez. Installed on the Malecon in 2006, this whimsical sculpture depicts a large, friendly-looking man casually holding a stone to his mouth. It's strange, playful, and definitely one of those sculptures that makes you stop and take a second look. Continue along the Malecon, and you'll find one of its most interactive works, In Search of Reason by Sergio Bustamante. Installed in 2000, the sculpture features surreal figures with distinctive rounded heads, climbing a towering ladder that seems to reach toward the sky. The ladder represents humanity's search for answers and understanding. And unlike most works of public art, visitors are encouraged to interact with it, making this one of the Malecon's most popular photo stops. One of the newer additions to the Malecon is Rain, or Lluvia, by artist Jovian. Installed in 2020, the contemporary bronze sculpture depicts a young man standing with his arms stretched wide toward the sky. The pose represents welcoming the rain and celebrating the water that brings life to the region. Its simple design and dramatic position against the ocean have quickly made it another popular photo stop. As you continue along the waterfront, look for Triton and Mermaid, created by Carlos Espino. Installed in 1990, this dramatic bronze sculpture brings Greek mythology to the shores of Puerto Vallarta. It depicts Triton, the mythological son of Poseidon, reaching toward a mermaid. A fitting piece of art for a city whose identity is so closely connected to the sea. And finally, we come to perhaps the most recognizable sculpture in Puerto Vallarta, The Boy on the Seahorse, or El Niño sobre el Caballito de Mar, by Rafael Zamarripa. The bronze sculpture depicts a young boy wearing a sombrero while riding a seahorse. The version displayed on the Malecon was installed in 1976 and eventually became one of the city's most recognizable symbols. Today, you'll see the image of the boy and his seahorse throughout Puerto Vallarta, making this a must-see photo stop during your walk. These are only a few of the sculptures you'll discover along Puerto Vallarta's Malecon. The promenade is flat, pedestrian-friendly, and you can explore the artwork at your own pace while enjoying views of Banderas Bay. Best of all, it doesn't require a ticket or an organized excursion. It's essentially a free, open-air art gallery right beside the Pacific Ocean. If you found this guide helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Cruising with CJ, and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next cruise port guide. I'm CJ, helping you cruise smarter, one port at a time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next port.